Hi, this is Keith, and this is Democrat Point. And I've said this before, I'm going to continue to say this until I can no longer do it. I'm looking to run for the 9th Congressional District in Florida, and I would like your support. 7,000 signatures is what I need. And now that I've said that, on to what I like to talk about, the topic. Florida's decision, the Florida judicial decision to overturn the penalty that was imposed on the state or the government workers, teachers, law enforcement agents, etc., 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 based on violation of contract, a contractual violation, which was the right thing to do. It was out of control government. Out of control government. What's odd about it, what's so odd about it, it's so ridiculous about it, is that the very same people who put them in power are the ones who they penalize. And the reason why they did so was to just pay off Peter. So they took from Paul to pay Peter. That is, they took from the government workers to pay the private industry, which wouldn't be bad if it didn't cause additional financial hardship, or if it was done in agreement with the government workers. Like I said, so on and so forth. The teachers, law enforcement, first responders. And I think this is a wonderful thing. And this just goes to say, or to highlight some of the things that goes on. The conversation the argument that they produced, that they presented in order to become the majority party, they have yet to pass. They have failed. They have failed to do the main things. They have failed to pass immigration reform here in Florida, and they have failed to create jobs. As a matter of fact, everything that they have done, they've looked for the exact opposite. They've made the immigration situation in Florida even worse than what it was 10 months ago, 8 months ago, when they were elected, when they won the majority, 2010. Oh, sorry, a year and a half ago, when they won the majority in 2010. It seemed like just last year. They've made it worse because all the surrounding states passed immigration reform, state immigration reform. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Alabama. Which means that all of those individuals, illegal immigrants, a lot of them are starting to filter and find their way into Florida. So the Florida population, immigration population, is going to grow. You won't hear no stats about it because they're not making a big thing about this in the mainstream media, which is actually the Republic, which is dominated by the Republicans. So they failed to do just those two things. They failed to bring about immigration reform, and they failed to create jobs. As a matter of fact, on the I-4 corridor, they turned away funding, federal funding, that was slated here, appropriated, and on its way here. It was turned away by the majority party and the government. The governor and the majority party in Tallahassee. Some people will say, no. It was the governor. No. The governor turned it away, but the reason why they argued to give them the majority was so that they could override any asinine conditions or any asinine laws or regulations that the governor, whoever that governor may be, pass along, or override anything that they may do that would be harmful to the state of Florida or the citizens of Florida? Well, turning away $2 billion to create 25,000 jobs on the I-4 corridor and keep Florida's unemployment rate the highest in the nation, one of the highest in the nation, is on the majority party in Tallahassee. Now they can pass all these laws citing moral conviction when the biggest immoral problem right now is unemployment in Florida. They have failed to do anything. They failed. They don't want to work with the federal government like most states do, the states who are doing well. And they want to continue to blame everybody else when it is their fault that we're in this situation. It's their fault that we've gone from $24 billion to $70 billion since Republicans have been running this state. They've been practicing not the Richard Nixon strategy, but the Texan strategy, the Southern Texan strategy, which is privatize everything and the hell with everybody else. We run on moral issues, things that we can actually argue about, that really don't do anything to better the conditions of people. And when we get the power, we do everything to make the situation for people worse, for the citizens of the state of Florida worse. And that's, once again, a good thing that the judicial system, the state judicial system, overturned that penalty that was imposed on the state government workers. And once again, I'm Keith, and I would like to run in the 9th Congressional District as a Democratic candidate because there's a big difference between Democrats and Republicans. Democrats care. You could call it socialism, whatever you want. I just call it being a good person.